I never meant for any of this to happen. It was supposed to be a normal Thursday night in the chem lab, just me, Ethan Park, trying to finish my senior thesis while the rest of campus partied. I'd been nursing the world's most pathetic, hopeless crush on Mia Valdez for 2 straight years. Mia, president of the Pre-Med Society, valedictorian track, legs for days, laugh like wind chimes in summer. Mia, who probably didn't even know the quiet Korean guy in the back row of Organic Chem 2 existed. I knew every tiny detail about her anyway. The way she tucked her dark hair behind her left ear when she was thinking. How she always smelled like vanilla and eucalyptus. The little mole just above the right corner of her mouth that I'd memorized from staring at her Instagram at 3 a.m. more times than I'd ever admit. So when Dr. Kessler announced a bonus project, design a novel neurotransmitter modulator and demonstrate proof of concept in vivo, I did what any lovesick idiot would do. I built the entire thing around Mia. Not literally. Not at first. I called it Project Empathia. The idea was beautiful in its desperation, a temporary synaptic bridge that would let 2 people literally feel what the other was feeling for exactly 6 hours. Emotions, sensations, even surface thoughts. I told myself it was groundbreaking neuroscience. I told Dr. Kessler it could revolutionize therapy for empathy-deficient disorders. What I didn't tell anyone was that I'd secretly calibrated the compound to resonate with Mia's unique neural signature, scraped from a discarded coffee cup I'd rescued from the trash like a total creep. If everything worked, and if I could ever get her to drink the paired dose, I'd finally know what it felt like when she laughed, when she was happy, when someone kissed her. I just wanted to feel it once. Then I'd let it go. I never expected her to walk into the lab that night. It was 11:47 p.m. The building was supposed to be locked. I was alone, goggles fogged, pipetting the final shimmering violet catalyst into the 2 vials labeled A and B. Vial A was tuned to my brain. Vial B to hers. The door swung open and there she was. Mia, in an oversized university hoodie and leggings, hair in a messy bun, cheeks pink from the cold. She looked exhausted and perfect. Ethan. Her voice was soft, confused. Dr. K said someone was still working and I left my laptop. Oh wow, what is that? She was staring at the glowing vials like they were magic. I panicked. Shoved them behind my back like a kid caught with porn. Nothing. Just a late-night synthesis. You shouldn't be here. She laughed that laugh and stepped closer. Relax, Park. I'm not gonna steal your thunder. I just need my MacBook. She spotted it on the bench, then her eyes flicked back to my hands. Seriously though, what are you making? It's gorgeous. I should have lied. Should have said it was fluorescent dye for protein tagging. Instead my mouth betrayed me. It's an empathy compound. Temporary body swap adjacent. Lets 2 people feel everything the other feels for 6 hours. Her eyebrows shot up. No way. Like, actual Freaky Friday stuff. Not exactly swap bodies, I mumbled, face burning. Swap sensations. Emotions. Pain, pleasure, all of it. Totally safe. Reversible. I think. She bit her lip, and I died a little. That's actually incredible. Can I see? Before I could stop her, she reached past me and grabbed both vials. Mia, wait. Which one's which? She held them up to the light, violet liquid swirling like galaxies. A and B? Like a couple's thing. My heart was trying to punch through my ribcage. They're paired. One won't activate without the other. Please put them down. She grinned, mischievous. What happens if I drink one? Nothing, I lied. They're inert alone. Her eyes narrowed playfully. Liar. Then, because the universe hates me, she uncorked vial B, Mia's vial, and before I could lunge, she knocked it back like a shot of tequila. Mia, no. Too late. She wiped her mouth with the back of her hand, laughing. Tastes like grape candy. Your turn, coward. I was shaking so hard the second vial slipped from my fingers, shattered on the floor in a burst of violet light. We both stared at the spreading puddle. Then the lab lights flickered. A sound like a bell made of electricity rang inside my skull. And everything went white. When the world came back, I was on the floor. But I wasn't me. I was looking up at myself. My own face stared down at me, wide-eyed, mouth open. Except the expression was pure Mia, confusion, excitement, wonder. Ethan. My own voice said, but in Mia's cadence. Oh my God. I'm in your body. I opened my mouth to answer and a soft, higher voice came out. Mia's voice. I looked down. Long tan legs in black leggings. Hoodie sleeves too short for these arms. I lifted a hand, delicate fingers, the tiny scar on the right thumb from when she told everyone she cut herself slicing apples sophomore year. I was in Mia Valdez's body. And she was in mine. The scream that came out of her throat, my throat, was so girlish I wanted to die. Okay, she said, pacing in my lanky body, running my hands through my hair. Okay. 6 hours, right? You said 6 hours. I nodded, mute. My new heart was fluttering like a hummingbird. She stopped. Looked at me, really looked. Ethan. I can feel everything. Your anxiety is like static electricity in my chest. How do you live like this? I laughed, and it came out breathy and cute and not mine at all. Welcome to my brain. She tilted her head, my head. You're warm. In here. She tapped my chest. Like you're glowing. I felt my cheeks heat, Mia's cheeks. You're always warm, I whispered. I notice things. The silence stretched, electric. Then she stepped closer, towering over me in my own body. I have to pee, she announced. And apparently you drank 3 Red Bulls today, so thanks for that. I covered my face with her hands. This is not happening. It's happening, she said, grinning my crooked grin. Come on, Rumi. Let's go figure out how to be each other for the next 6 hours. I thought the lab was bad. It got worse. We stumbled back to her dorm first because she insisted she needed emergency supplies. The walk across campus was a fever dream. Every step in her body felt different. Hips swaying without trying. Hair swishing against my neck. The cool night air on these smooth legs. People waved at me, at Mia, and I waved back with her perfect little finger wiggle, praying no one noticed the panic in her eyes. Inside her dorm, her roommate Jess was gone for the weekend. Thank God. Mia, in my body, locked the door and immediately started stripping. What are you doing? I squeaked. Dude, your body is rank. You've been in that hoodie for 3 days. Shower. Now. She tossed me, herself, a towel. I'll wait. Promise I won't peek. Much. I wanted to die. But she was right. I could smell myself on her. On me. Whatever. The shower was an experience. Hot water on Mia's skin felt like silk. Every droplet was a caress. Her body was insanely sensitive, nipples tightening the second the water hit, a throb between my legs that made me gasp and brace against the tile. I was hard, wet in seconds. And curious. And guilty. And so turned on I could barely breathe. I didn't touch. I swear I tried not to. But her body had ideas. One brush of fingers and I was trembling, knees buckling, biting her perfect lips to keep from moaning Ethan's name out loud. It took 43 seconds. I came so hard I saw stars, sliding down the wall, sobbing from the intensity and the shame and the overwhelming love that crashed through me. Mia felt it too. I heard her groan from the other room, my own voice cursing. Fuck Ethan, warn a guy. When I finally emerged, wrapped in her fluffy pink towel, hair dripping, she was sitting on the bed in my body, face flushed, looking wrecked. You okay? I whispered. She stared at me, eyes dark. I've never. Guys don't feel things like that. It's everywhere. All at once. She swallowed. I get why you stare at me now. I couldn't meet her eyes. She stood, crossed the room in 2 strides, and suddenly I was being hugged by my own body. Strong arms around Mia's smaller frame. My chin on her head. Her head. My body. I was going insane. I'm sorry, I mumbled into her hair that smelled like my shitty 3-in-1 shampoo now. Don't be, she said against my neck. This is the most honest anyone's ever been with me. The next 4 hours were a masterclass in intimacy neither of us asked for. She taught me how to walk in her body without looking like a newborn deer. How to laugh without covering her mouth, something I guess I did in my body too. How to cross these legs so the ache between them didn't drive me insane. I taught her how to pee standing up, she laughed so hard she fell over. How to deal with the constant low-level anxiety humming in my chest. How to fake confidence when you feel like an imposter. We ordered Thai food and ate it on her bed, feeding each other with chopsticks, giggling every time one of us felt the spice hit the other's tongue. At one point she lay back, staring at the ceiling with my eyes. "Ethan," she said quietly, "you think about kissing me? Like, a lot." I froze, curry halfway to my mouth. "I feel it every time you look at your mouth. It's like fireworks in your stomach." I wanted to disappear. She rolled over, propped my chin on her hand. "Why didn't you ever say anything?" "Because you're you," I said, voice cracking in her throat. "And I'm me." She was silent for a long time. Then she leaned in and kissed me. My own lips on hers, well, mine now, soft and hesitant and perfect. I felt it from both sides, the nervous excitement in my body, the rush of warmth in hers. The way her heart stuttered when my tongue brushed hers. We kissed until we were breathless, until the 6-hour timer on my phone started beeping angrily from the nightstand. 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. We pulled apart, foreheads touching. "I don't want to go back yet," she whispered. "Me neither." 3 minutes and 44 seconds. She cupped my face, her face, with my bigger hands. "When we switch back, will you kiss me again? As you?" I laughed, wet and shaky. "Every day if you let me." 1 minute and 12 seconds. She kissed me once more, fierce and certain. 3 seconds. Midnight. The bell sound again. White light. And then I was tall again. Heavy again. Looking down at Mia in her own body, hair wild, lips swollen, eyes shining. For one heartbeat we just stared. Then she launched herself at me, arms around my neck, legs wrapping my waist, and kissed me like the world was ending. I kissed her back like it was beginning. We didn't sleep that night. We stayed up talking, really talking, about fears and dreams and every insecure thought we'd both carried for years. At 6 a.m. she fell asleep curled against my chest, fingers tracing the place where her vial had shattered hours earlier. I never did write that thesis conclusion. Didn't need to. Dr. Kessler gave me an A anyway when I turned in a single page titled Empathia, Full Systemic Resonance Achieved. Underneath, in Mia's handwriting, she'd added, subject reports permanent positive side effects including increased affection, elevated mood, and one very happy girlfriend. We've been together 382 days now. Sometimes, late at night, she'll straddle my lap and whisper, "Remember when you were me?" And I'll feel that same electric bell in my spine. Then she kisses the exact spot on my neck that made her gasp in the shower that night. And I remember that the best science isn't about control. It's about letting go. Letting the potion, or fate, or love, whatever you want to call it, switch everything you thought you knew about yourself with the one person who makes you brave enough to feel it all. So if you're out there, quietly in love with someone who feels a million miles away, build the potion. Break the vial. Jump. The fall is terrifying. But the landing? The landing is her. Always her.